Everybody wonders, Korea, you hear reports, uh, they talk about World War II, and then all of a sudden you skip to Vietnam. It's a forgotten war. My name is Edward Denning, Edwarddenning, but I prefer to be called Ed. The only people who called me Edward were my teachers in school, my professors in college, and my mother when she was angry. But if she was extremely angry, it was Edward Patrick. Well, no, I grew up all over the city of Poughkeepsie. I was born St. Patrick's Day, March 17th, 1932. And I don't know whether to regret it or to be glad about it, because the celebrations I used to have on St. Patrick's Day, oh my God, forget about it. I'd take a 3-week vacation from work, a week to get prepped, a week to celebrate, and another week to sober up. We were, like I said, back in the post-Depression days, we were all over Poughkeepsie. We lived in the south end, we lived in the north end, we lived in the middle. I ended up going to FDR High School, the old one on Haviland Road. I graduated in June of 1950. While I was in high school, I ran track, I played soccer, and I was on one of the first teams that Roosevelt High School had. I enjoyed it very much, but the unfortunate part of the whole thing is I got a letter from Uncle Sam. It said, "Greetings, we like you." I opted to go to the Air Force. I went down to the Poughkeepsie Post Office to the recruiter, and the recruiter looked at the letter. He says, "You want the Air Force." A few days later, I'm on my way to Albany to get sworn in, and it wasn't long after that I was on my way to Lackland Air Force Base for basic training. I went by troop ship from California over to Korea, which I thought was on the West Coast. It was on the West Coast all right, way over on the West Coast. When we got shot down over in Korea, which I don't talk about too often, but that's when Uncle Sam woke up. You came home and you got out of your uniform, got into your civvies, and got into the workforce. You started right where you left off. I had the opportunity to go to college, which is what I wanted to do before I went into the Air Force, but I couldn't get a deferment. And so when the GI Bill came along and I got out of the service, I got my transcripts from Roosevelt High School and sent them out to several different colleges. Niagara University up in Niagara Falls, New York, I got a letter from them. They wanted to interview me. The only thing that bothered me when I did start going to school there was the roar of Niagara Falls every night. Until you got used to that, you could not go to sleep. When I joined, I raised my hand and took the oath, and I received the cap like this. As a matter of fact, I still have it. And as I said, it was quite an honor. we're not getting any of the younger veterans coming into the American Legion, and I don't understand why. I mean, I've been a member of the Legion myself now for 40 some odd years. I've approached people who are eligible, and I couldn't get them to join. It's been a wonderful life, and if I had it to live over again, I certainly would do it the same.